Hey Capricorn, welcome to your weekly forecast for July 29 through August 4th. We're going to connect here and see what is coming out for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising in the week ahead. We've got the new moon coming up on Wednesday, so we'll see also how that might be playing in with your energies. Let's go ahead and see what is happening for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising in the week ahead. As always, per usual, I'm sorry, the card slipped. The theme here, we've got the mermaid theme going for the summertime. And after we look at your weekly cards, we're going to pull a card from an affirmation deck, an abundance deck. So there's going to be a money affirmation at the end. Be sure to stick around for that. Some of you in the private readings were asking me when I was going to do the money deck again, so here we are. See Wednesday, Thursday for Capricorn. Oh my goodness, why are my hands? Are you nervous, Capricorn? Are you nervous about something? I can't seem to hold on to these cards. Let's see what your Wednesday, Thursday is. All right, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That was very interesting. Monday, Tuesday. You have 7 of Swords. All right, so Capricorn, you might be preparing to do something that you feel is a little tricky or a little challenging. I almost feel like it's like getting ready to perform some kind of a trick or some kind of like complex thing. Typically, when 7 of Swords comes up in a reading, it's I always kind of associate it with somebody who's being sneaky in some way. Sometimes it's like my online like voyeur card, like somebody keeping tabs on you online. But in this instance, I'm not getting that vibe from this card. One of the meanings of 7 of Swords can also be like maneuvering through a tricky situation and finding a creative solution around a problem. And that's what it feels like to me here in this energy for you, Capricorn. It's like I'm even getting like a visual or an image of somebody like trying to like slip out the back door. So this almost makes me feel, Capricorn, like there's been some situation in your life where you have felt very stuck, or you have felt very like obligated in like an unhealthy way, and you're finding a way to just kind of like slither out of it. Like you're not wanting to confront anyone, you're not wanting to make a scene out of it, so you're just trying to find a way to just kind of like exit out the back, so to speak. It could be for some of you, this is happening in a family situation or a relationship. It could be in a career for other ones of you, or a job. These are general readings. So I cannot sit here and say for every single Capricorn on YouTube, this is exactly how it's going to happen. It's going to be in different areas of your life, for different ones of you. But again, I'm not getting like that traditional 7 of Swords, like, oh, somebody's being sneaky or somebody's trying to trick you into bed. Like, I'm not getting that vibe in this situation. I feel you're more in the 7 of Swords energy, where you're just trying to kind of tiptoe around something, or you're trying to make an escape in just a very quick, seamless way without making a scene. Some of you might be avoiding certain people in the coming week. It could be certain coworkers, it could be even family members for some of you. There could just be certain people that you feel are trying to create some kind of confrontation, and maybe before it would just like really irk you or get to you, and you're just kind of like, you know what, I don't even want to, like, I don't want to deal with it, so I'm going to try to go in a different direction. But I just am planning an escape. Like, some of you are planning some kind of an escape. Some of you might be in a situation where you've been in an unhealthy living arrangement. Whether it be you have some kooky, creepy roommate, or whether it be that you are maybe in a relationship that hasn't been the safest, you're finally finding a way to connect with the proper resources, or organizations or people who can help you get out of there. And know that those of you who are in that situation, I'm absolutely praying for you. I pray for people in that situation very, very frequently. And so I feel some of you are seeing an opportunity to come out of this, and you're coming out of this. The new moon that's coming up on Wednesday is going to be about kind of like going after our whims, going after our passions, going after the things that we're longing for. So that could be a big factor why so many of you are kind of preparing to make some kind of an escape, because you might just be feeling like you want to be in your joy. And it could be this new moon energy is kind of giving you courage for this fresh start. Okay. I feel like a lot of you are really, really getting serious about making this transition. So next, for our Wednesday and Thursday card, Capricorn, you have the Star. Some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius. Some of you may have Aquarius in your moon or in your rising. Not necessarily. I don't like to get too hung up on the zodiac signs for the cards. Like I don't like to be too by the book as far as that's concerned, because it can mean many different things, especially in a general reading. But the Star card is about really, really inspired energy. And you have the Star card coming up for your new moon. And so the Star card is letting you know that the worst of things are behind you. Capricorn, many of you have been struggling for a really long time. And a theme that came up for you guys before we came into the summer, and it kept coming up, and then it kind of stopped. Now it's coming up for you again here, is that since you've had this, like, and I hate to use the term change of luck because I don't necessarily believe in luck, but since things have been better for you and there haven't been like the obstacles that you were having, or some of you are like, you're just now getting to the part where things are just barely starting to maybe let up a little bit, but because things have been improving, some of you are afraid to just kind of accept the fact that things are better now, or that they're getting better. You're still in that fear of like, you're waiting for the shoe to drop. You're waiting for something to go wrong. You're waiting for like the good luck to run out. And the Star card is saying that the worst of it is behind you. You can definitely expect for things to get better, and you can begin to move forward now and making really like long-term plans. The Star card is, you know, the energy of where you take chaos and you turn it into a thing of beauty. You turn it into art. You turn it into inspiration. And you're inspiring other people. So this is major arcana as well. So whatever is just kind of happening for you midweek is going to be going on for you, like the remainder of your life. Especially with the Star card, one of the messages here is the energy of like long-term plans, like retirement, like abundance well into retirement, or you know, this creative energy or things, opportunities that you're creating opportunities, and it's just this flow. It's this eternal flow of abundance. And keep in mind, guys, abundance isn't only money. Absolutely, money is a part of abundance, but abundance is all good things. It's laughter, it's joy, it's friends, it's family, it's love. It's, you know, it's everything good. And so you're coming into that flow. Another thing that's jumping out at me here with this card is the way this mermaid here, she's kind of like come out of the water, and she's you know, blowing into this seashell. So that to me is like you're coming out of some heavy emotion and you're expressing some kind of gratitude. Like you're giving some song, you're giving some like joyful cry. So not like in a way where like you guys are literally going to be shouting or singing. Maybe some of you are, but more in the energy of like you're coming out of these heavy emotions and you're expressing them in some way that's going to be helpful for others, and it's going to be healing for you. You're creating something out of it. You're having something to say. And this is interesting because, and again, it might not be for all of you, it's because it's more specific, but you know how my thing is, if I hear it, I have to say it. And I'm hearing that for some of you, you are going to be very surprised because you're finding yourself doing some kind of like public speaking or outreach or mentoring or motivational speaking that's going to be opening up a lot of doors for you. You're going to be meeting a lot of people from a lot of different walks of life. You're going to have an opportunity to work with different organizations. Some of you are about to really, really create some kind of like empire or dynasty. Like I can't even explain it, but it's very, very big. Very, very big for some of you. And something that's going to bring about a lot of inspiration and hope and change for many people. Some of you are really coming into a massive undertaking as a light worker, where you're going to be doing really big work in the world. And that's very exciting. The star card can also indicate fame, fortune. So those of you Capricorns who are more creative, you might be having a project coming up where you're going to be in the public eye, or your name's really going to be out there. These are all very positive energies. And keep in mind, this is, like I said, the new moon, so you might even just be feeling more courageous to put yourself out there, to be seen, to just be in this joyful energy. Your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Capricorn, is 4 of Pentacles. Now, even though you've got these really great things happening here, right? And the message here was like, you could expect for things to get better now, and you're coming into abundance. 4 of Pentacles is this fear of like, there's not going to be enough money. So I feel like whatever this big thing is that's coming to you midweek, you're either worried that it's this flash in the pan, like it's this one and done kind of situation, that even though it might be something great and wonderful, like nothing will come of it. Or you have some idea of something you're wanting to do or put out there, and you're telling yourself it's not going to work, that I'm never going to have enough money to do this, to get this off the ground. Or you're wanting to go in a new direction in terms of a business or a career, and you're saying, well, but I would never make enough. It would never bring in enough money. 4 of Pentacles is concern or worry around finances. You want to be cautious not to be in those limiting beliefs, because they can definitely hold you back. But I think it's great that you have 4 of Pentacles at the end of the week, on the week that we're using the abundance or the money affirmation deck. So why don't we see what what card comes up, because I have a feeling it's going to be the solution to this 4 of Pentacles energy. And those of you who would like affirmations, like this could be a really great deck to work with. As always, I always have the Amazon affiliate links in the description for the decks that I use on the channel, so you can definitely check those out. But let's see what your affirmation is for money for the week ahead. You have all right, attitude. Don't be insulted. I'm not saying you have a bad attitude. We're going to see what the affirmation is. As always, guys, with this card, I feel like, there's things that are jumping out at me, and that's how I read. And so I encourage you to, take a screenshot of it, maybe pause it, take some time looking at the pictures and see what's coming out at you, and what you're going to be able to, to kind of like personal messages that you might pull away from that. It's a great way of taking a general reading and making it a little bit more personal by tuning in and tapping in with your own intuition. But what's jumping out at me immediately is just kind of like the stance and the expression here with this cat. And it does say attitude up there. So this is making me think this is attitude, not in the sense where like you have a bad attitude or you're negative or something like that. It makes me feel attitude like in the way that like you put your confidence out there, like the way you carry yourself, like you're somebody that you're willing to kind of pat yourself on the back, or you're going out there like, yeah, like look at me, or and some of you Capricorns might struggle with that. That might not be something that comes natural to you per se, but I feel that a lot of the opportunities that maybe you have felt in the past passed you by, or you may have felt like you were overlooked for certain things. It could have been because of that somebody that came in with like that stronger vibe or that attitude of well like like they deserve it, so it may have gone to them, even though you may have been the more skilled one, or the more experienced one, or the more intelligent one. So I'm feeling in this sense, attitude is more like the way you're putting yourself out there. We're going to turn it around and see what your affirmation is on the back of the card. And we say here, I attract success and positive people into my life with my positive attitude. So the energy here on the card of the affirmation is about being positive. So maybe some of you, it's not that you're negative, but maybe like you're discouraged. So this could be about keeping in your positivity. However, intuitively, I feel very strongly that for some of you, this is the attitude in the sense, like I said, how you're putting yourself out there. Like, you know, to project yourself with that confidence, or to project yourself with like that attitude. You know what I mean? Like attitude, you know, but like to put yourself out there in that way. Save this affirmation, guys. Do it every single morning when you wake up, every single night before you go to bed. This is how you're going to rewire your brain. This is how you're going to train yourself to think differently, because those are the two times when your brain is like, you know, being like set up, like about to go, right? When you wake up, when you go to sleep. So plant that, keep planting that in there at those times. You can even hold on to this as your little mantra throughout the day. If you just kind of want to recite it throughout the day, you can do that as well. Watch your moon sign and rising sign videos as well, because some weeks they may resonate with you more. The affirmation for your moon or rising sign may also be very helpful if you want to do a couple of affirmations. But these are all going to be things that are going to help you get a little bit more specific information for your energy, because they are general. So if you watch your moon and rising, you're also picking up on your planetary makeup, and it's a little bit more personal, especially if you can't afford a private reading right now. Those of you who do want a private reading, obviously, you know, I'm more than happy to read for you. Click on the Calendly link and schedule there. And those of you who are like, Amethyst, what about my love life? You didn't say anything about my love life. All of the love readings are separate on this channel. If you click on the link in the description of the video for the love readings, it will take you to the love readings. I just like to do them separate, because sometimes people get so hung up on love that they forget about everything else in their life, and I don't like that. I'm more than happy to do the love reading, but I don't want you to forget about yourself in the process, and that's why I do them separate. I thank you so much for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Have a fabulous week, my dears.